can actually have. Okay, fantastic. That's there, that's done. So yeah, so today we are looking at personal financial management. It's part of our Lunch and Learn series. Like I said, this is the 5th edition. And every month we have a topic that we discuss. And we discuss it on the last Thursday of the month. Unfortunately, yesterday we were not able to do it, but we are so happy that we're able to do it today. Just let's go through it. So we'll start with simple definitions to set the tone. What is personal financial management? Please type in the chat what comes to mind when we talk about personal financial management. Just type in the chat so that we see some ideas. Then we also need to know, why is personal financial management important? Yeah. Why is it important? Feel free to type in the chat as well. Then strategies, and I'm happy to share some personal examples of how I'm managing my personal finances. I don't want to say I've reached, but I am trying. I'm trying something. I'm trying very many things to see that I manage these personal finances. So I'm happy to share with you some things that I do. And then the onus is on you, because you can come here, attend, you're like, oh, this has been a fantastic presentation, but if you don't take actions, then everything comes to naught. So we are encouraging you to take actions and write something down. What am I going to do today to change my personal finances, to increase my finances, or to reduce my expenses? Because what we just got the FinScope study. This is a study that is done FSDU and Bank of Uganda, which says that many Ugandans spend more than they earn, which is crazy. But I understand. So by the time your money comes, you've gone into debts, you've borrowed so much, and so it's really crazy. Yeah, and this is Majesty, and this is what we do really. Our mission is to equip and resource you with personal development, organizational development, and business development services so you thrive. Our goal is to really see confident, focused, decisive, resourceful individuals, groups, and organizations, sustainable business, well-managed organizations and people. And how we do this is through speaking, like I'm doing now. We also do training, mentor, coach. So please give us work. We need money as a company, but I also need money as an individual. Yeah, so we need to get multiple, diversify sources of income. And what we stand for is teamwork, accountability, and quality. So we really try to go beyond what our clients expect of us. So that's what, and I'm so happy that the company can actually facilitate this as part of giving back. It's part of giving back, and maybe quote unquote, being a social enterprise. Not that we want money. Yes, we want money. I don't want to lie about that. We want money, but then we also want to help, and that's why we run this personal development series every month. So yeah, welcome. Let me see what you have. I have only one chat. What is personal financial management? I am seeing only one chat. Aha, fantastic. This is a great one. Personal finance management involves planning, organizing, controlling of individuals' financial resources. It includes activities such as budgeting, saving, investing, managing debt in order to achieve financial goals and maintain financial security. Wow, this is a great answer. Who is this who gave this? Man, this person needs flowers. Hey, Peter Itabu, oh, nice to see you. Then there's Nyakato. She said, it's management of individuals or households' financial activities, including budgeting, saving, investing, debt management, retirement planning, and other financial decisions. Wow, I love this. Retirement, man. One day we are going to retire, either voluntary or by force. You never know, through an accident or through disease or something can happen. So you could be working now, but in a short while, you're no longer working. How one manages his or her incomes and expenditures. Fantastic, Pascal. Thank you. Let me see. Is there anything else? Okay. That's, yeah, great definitions. And it's as if you already saw my slides, like what I have. Let's see what we have here. So, Wikipedia says personal. So it's blocking my presentation. Personal financial management refers to ways or methods of managing one's own personal finances. Google says personal financial management simply means gaining an understanding of your financial situation in order to make the most of your assets in day-to-day life and in planning for the future. just similar to what some of you were saying. Personal financial management is a process of planning and managing one's financial resources to achieve your financial goals and objectives. Fantastic, just aligns with what some of you already said. Let me just see, I'm seeing another awareness of income, expenditure, integrity. I love that word, integrity, in managing resources today, tomorrow, and into the future. Thank you, Grace, for that beautiful definition. I love when we add these words which values which really help us move forward. Okay, let's see. Why is it important? Maybe let me first hype. Why do you think personal financial management is important? Can I have some ideas in the chat? I don't want to exceed time, so let me then put my phone here. And yeah, let me see some ideas. Why do you think personal financial management is important? Man, it is important. By the time 34 people are on the call, it must be important. So I think we just need to move ahead. But why do you think it's important? Why do you think personal financial management is important? Some chats. Somebody typing in the chat. See if there's anything. Why is it important? Nothing yet. Okay, I think let's move. Let's move. If you can still continue, you can still put in the chat so that we know. Yeah, so really personal financial management is important because we need to meet our basic needs. What are our basic needs? When you look at the Maslow hierarchy of needs, it starts with the basic: feeding, clothing, shelter. Yeah, it's basic. We need to be able to meet our basic needs. But we are just saying not only meet our basic needs, but also to be able to do something more. Financial obligations, like I said at the beginning, the FinScope study says this year, it was released this year, is it last month, that many Ugandans, do we have some people outside Uganda who have joined? Maybe you can type so that, but we are talking about the Ugandans today, that many people spend more than they earn. How does this happen? You get into debts, borrowing from friends, family, taking advance from office, loans, and all that for different purposes. And what we're saying is, so when you look at the other definition, it's good that we actually manage our expenses. I like to say we need to baptize our expenditures so that we are not just spending anyhow. Well, then quality of life. Yes, let's manage basic needs, but let's our quality of life be something worthwhile, worth living. Life is really stressful, and with finances, it's crazy. Without finances, it's crazy, I want to tell you. So that we are absent of stress, mental health issues become even worse when you don't have money, other diseases, lifestyle diseases, the pressure, the pressure, the diabetes, and all that, all those diseases, when they find you without money, it's crazy. It's crazy. And before we thought it was a disease for old people, but now even in children and young adults and all that, so this disease is crazy. We need to just be able to do something. If you can exercise, if you can do anything that can help you to stay healthy, it's so beneficial. Low self-esteem. I think this one even affects men so much. When you don't have money, you cannot take people out. There's a way how you are uncomfortable. I see this for my dad. When he has no money, he can even become rude. But that's how some people show up because of not having money. Hopelessness. You feel like hopeless because you don't have money. Yeah, and then we need to prepare for joblessness because, we know there are jobs there, but there's no permanent job, but there's permanent employability. So be able to reskill, rechange yourself so that you're able to do something. And then retirement is coming. It may come today or later, but definitely retirement is coming. So we definitely need to have money to really help us move forward. So, how come it skipped so fast like that? So strategies. What are the strategies? What strategies can we employ in order to manage finances? I love the definitions that you shared. We need to be able to know our incomes. Where are my sources of money? Where is my money coming from? And expenses. What are the expenses? Can I list them down so that I know them by name? Or are they just coming randomly, ad hocly, and then I'm spending? So we really need to know the incomes. And how can you do this is through having a budget where you clearly say, these are my sources of income, maybe salary, maybe rental income, maybe business, maybe, I don't know what you do, but be sure about where your money is coming from. And if you're just having only salary, it's risky because tomorrow they're going to say, oh, the job is done, oh, you've changed stuff and things, then you will really suffer. So let us try to diversify sources of income. And then the expenses, let's be very clear about the expenses. So then tracking comes. You can even start with an exercise book. Track your expenses because I know Progencia wrote a quote and said, some people don't even know where their money went. At the end of the month, you're like, where is this money? Where did it go? You cannot be able to identify where the money goes. Then it's time for you to do some tracking of your income over a period of time, perhaps 3 months, to be able to see where does my money go. Then saving, my dear. I know somebody may type and say, how much should I save? I do not know. For me, I save as much as I can. These things of 10% or 20%, okay, 20% maybe. That is when now there is no, like, the things are so difficult. Do at least 20%, but 10% can be low. But for me, I save as much as I can. If it is 50 and I can save it, I save. But I save on every money I get. So I don't say, oh, now this is salary. So now I'm waiting for my salary at the end of the month. It comes, then I'm like 20%. But then I may do something and then money comes. Then I'm like, oh, this is not part of my salary, so I can't save. No. Me, I save. And the money I get, I have a portion that this one goes to saving, this one goes to this. And when we are saving, we need to save with a purpose. That's why we have this word here. So just saving without a purpose is not motivation enough for you to be able to say, okay, I'm saving because of AD. So you should be able to save. Maybe I'm saving to invest, I'm saving to accumulate, I'm saving for a rainy day, I'm saving for emergencies. Man, we need emergencies. I cannot overemphasize emergencies. Emergencies happen. So it's good to keep your money somewhere to manage emergencies. And then insurance. I really love to talk about insurance as well, especially those of us who are, for me, I phased out of former employment in 2019. But what helped me was medical insurance. I made sure that even when I was leaving the workplace, where they were catering for my medical insurance, for my family and all that, that I have provision for medical insurance, because that is super important, because it gives you that reassurance that even if I don't have money, at least I have somewhere I can go and get medical treatment because I have an insurance. So I really love medical insurance thing because it gives you that comfort. And then if you can afford life insurance, please go, so that once you leave, the people who remain behind can actually be better off than, yeah, I don't want to say better off than when you are alive, but it sounds like that. But yeah, it's a bit crazy, but yeah, somehow true anyway. When you go away and then go and meet the angels and whatever. Yeah, people remaining behind should not suffer. You should not leave them with so much debt and all that. So insurance, medical, life, if you can afford, emergencies, so that, yeah. And emergencies which are not just emergency. Oh, there's a wedding meeting. Wedding meeting, not emergency. Oh, yeah, there are certain things which are just not emergency. So you need to be able to baptize. But it's okay to also have entertainment. It's okay to help. It's okay to do charity. Then investment, you need to be able to invest in different types of investment, long-term, short-term, medium-term. I'm just going to share a slide shortly, which kind of gives you an indication of how your investment should be balanced, and yeah, and so that it matches your different goals. So you could be investing in the short term. Maybe short term would be something less than 3 years. Then from 3 years maybe to 5 years is what you call medium, and then after 5 years onwards is maybe what you call long term. So it really depends on you. You know your circumstance, you know your situation, so you can really set those goals according to what works for you. Then there's debt. We have to talk about debt because we borrow here and we need to pay, which is okay. And debt, it's okay to have debt if you're actually using the debt for something good, for an intended purpose, which will make you better today or in the future. It's well to have debt. But if the debt is squeezing you too much, maybe you need to replan or renegotiate the debt and all that, or consolidate. If you have multiple places where there's debt, you have here in this circle, you have in the staff or something, you have so many. So it's also good to be able to consolidate your debt and also get money from sources that are a bit cheaper. loan sharks. If you can avoid them, please do. And you can avoid them by belonging to associations or groups where they can give you cheap money because you're a part of the membership and all that. So yeah, so I would really encourage you to manage debt because that can also cause a lot of stress. So what is the kind of portfolio? How should your money be? And and this is interesting. I want to say I do not know where the source of this what is the picture or diagram. I do not know the source, but I got it from former NSSF managing director Richard Biarogaba when he made a presentation somewhere. When he shared this, I was like, oh my God, where am I? So I do not know the source. Anybody, if you know the source, please let me know so that I can really make reference to it properly. So he told us this is what you need to do. The time, so is it x-axis? X-axis is time, this one vertical axis is the portfolio in terms of percentages and what you need to do when you're looking at the short term, medium term, and long term. And then generally the understanding is that we start work at 25, but it's good if you can start work early, the better when you start work. But let's say you start work 25, finish university, you get a job and all that. This is what he told us that how you need to arrange your portfolio in terms of investment. Then they have the 30 years, 45 years, 60 years, and then onwards. And you know, life expectancy has increased. Before saying, me by 60, I would have gone. No. These days, people are living over 65. They are living into 70. They are because of better healthcare services. People are living into even into 90s. So how are you going to live that long life if you're sick and you don't have money? So that is quite bothering, and that's why we really need to manage our finances. So this is what he's saying, that from the age of 25 to 30, what you should be doing is trying to accumulate real estate. So RE is real estate. Try to acquire land, property, and all that in that age group. And then equity, investing in shares in maybe MTN, Safaricom, or whatever shares, the cement and all, getting some place where you can have shares, you can buy some shares. So that is where we have QE, which stands for equity. And then FI is financial income. Financial income. This is in instruments, maybe financial instruments like treasury bonds, treasury bills. So I hope you know the difference. The bonds are these long-term ones, and then the bills are the short-term ones, which last which are for a year. This is with Bank of Uganda. Okay, treasury. Treasury, the financial markets. That's how government borrows from its citizens, but through your commercial bank. So fixed deposits, it's an example of the financial income. So there are quite a number of things that you can do. Then it says from 30 to 45, now see how changes are beginning to happen. Is that you really see that your financial income, you need to start increasing it, and maybe also equity, but maybe now a bit reducing in real estate and all that. But in these years, your gathering years, this is what your target should be because you want to be able to balance your portfolio, and we are going to see why. Now, when it comes to 45, 60 and onwards, you need cash. You need cash available to pay for medical bills or for money. Basically, you need money to be able to survive, do this and this and this, because perhaps now you're not in a full employment, so that regular income is no longer coming, so you really need cash. Then you also need a balance of equity, but now you see how that the need for cash increases. Then real estate, that's why you see some people now beginning to sell things and have cash. And by the way, I'm also selling because now I'm also this side. So I'm beginning to sell some real estate so that I can have more of cash, maybe put it in treasury bills and treasury bonds, unit trust and all that. We need to be able to balance our portfolio. Okay, let me move a bit faster. So what can you do? The thing is, you just need to increase your income and baptize your expense. Why I say baptize your expenses, try to minimize or manage your expenses. Of course, but if your expense is spending in order to invest or to get more money, that is well. So saving for the rainy day, investing in different things, and you can belong to different associations and all that. When you see these numbers here, it means these are the things I belong to, the treasury bills, bonds, and all that. Social security, NSSF, gratuity, and all that. What applies to you? Farming, agriculture, forestry, something that can help you. And remember, I said you need to balance. So short term, long term. So forestry maybe can help you with long term, because you may be able to harvest the trees after 10 years and all that. So in 10 years' time, you'll be doing well. Then the other one, which we minimize, is personal development. I'm so glad that 44 of you are on this call trying to learn personal development, trying to understand money. How can I be a better financial management at my personal level, maybe family level, collective, and all that. But it's very good that you're investing in knowing, because that is super important. Insurance, medical life, I already talked about this, but man, that is very key. That's one. So some examples of what I do. I'm doing farming. I realized that I have a big laundry machine and all that, which can help. So I do laundry for neighbors and friends and family. So if you live around Namugongo, please give me a call. We do pick and drop. Because it's one way to manage finances. It's this laundry, money I get from laundry is what I use for paying water bill and electricity and things like that. So what is that you're doing? I hope you're really noting down. Here, investments. You can see this is my unit trust account in the UAP. I have a cash round with a friend. We have been running this for over 10 years. This one, very many years. NSSF is there, because I worked in organizations where they were submitting NSSF. So where are your investments? Can you be able to see? Even the small box like this is my box, it's broken. Over who broke this? They broke and the coins even got lost. But you can put even the coins. I used to compete with my mom. We are saving. So at the end, on 31st of December, we start saying, so who saved more? It's one way of not just losing given coins here and there. You can actually save that money. So you start from where you are. I belong to the accountant circle, so I'm also there. So I'm just trying to show you. Then, of course, yes, because I work for Majesty Training Associates, I can get a salary, but we do work also so that we can also get money as a company. This was a training in Kasese on leadership. We do mentorship for children. We had a fantastic one for last holiday. So every holiday we have that. This is me last week. I was emceeing for the Human Resource Managers Association. I was the MC and I did that job very well. They paid me. This is just yesterday. I was also emceeing for these lawyers. They're called ENS. They're talking about the competition law that has come about. So this is also me presenting, speaking. So please give me speaking opportunities. I'm the new person in the block. So because there are already people who are known to speak, but I am an upcoming speaker and very good at that, very creative. So please invite me if you have those speaking engagements. You can see this is a big time event. There were 350. This is how I get money, personal money, speaking. So last week I spoke. This week I spoke. I'm now waiting for next week. I do not know if the speaking is coming via you guys who are here. But and I also speak online. I'm so happy that I spoke for an organization. This month on the 15th of May. It was an international thing. I spoke only for 30 minutes and they gave me 200 euros. I was very, very happy, very excited. So those are some of the things that we can do. So my dear friends, thank you for logging in. But if you don't take action, then all these things that we have been talking about will just come to zero. So strategy. What are the things that you can do? What is that you like? 3 things. What are you good at? What skills can you use? You have been working. I'm so fortunate that I worked through very many great organizations that built my capacity. So I now sell those things which I learned from there. Like now, last week, I had to use one of the concepts I learned in ActionAid. It said, less is more. The program was so ambitious. There were so many great speakers, but the time was not enough. So I started encouraging them, saying, less is more, because that is a concept that I learned. So we're able to cover everything in the program with those great speakers they had. Those HR people, man, they rock. So What are those things? So I'm using some of those skills that I learned in the workplace. So I don't regret working anywhere, because everywhere I work, now I am able to draw those experience and share with you. So what does the community need, so that you create that alignment? Because you may be passionate about something, but it's not needed by the community. You need to create something that the community likes. In research and investigate, prioritize, because there's so many ideas that may come. And look for supportive people, spouse networks, contacts, relationships, OBs, OGs, these things of being on a WhatsApp group and you're just talking nothing. For me, all my WhatsApp groups are muted. I only leave those ones which are beneficial. I just mute, so I don't follow many things in WhatsApp unless they are really important. So if you want to send me something, you have to send me a personal message so that I see, because it's crazy. There's just so much noise on this WhatsApp and all that. So we want those groups where things which are helpful. Yeah, but I'm also in very helpful WhatsApp groups, and those ones I pay attention and what. But it's too much. I can't copy. Like, I want to be honest. I can't cope up with all this WhatsApp, which is there. So funds required, invest and all that in products and services. In summary, we need to be able to budget, track our expenses, save money, invest, manage debt, so that you can live a better financial situation. Let me stop here. So in case you have questions, you ask. But our time is up. But maybe just to say what we do, we speak, we train, we coach, we mentor in the areas of personal development, business development, and proposal development services. And I want to thank people who attend these sessions of ours, because I don't even know who connected me to become an MC for the HR Managers Association, but it was one of you who was here. So I'm just wanting to say thank you, and let us work together so that we can improve our personal finances, because it will definitely also trickle into family, into society, and all that. Yeah. Okay. And those are our contacts in case you want. This is my private number and this is the company number. Yeah, and so if you love this session, please feel free to give us a review on that. I think Fulgentia, please share the link if you want to join our WhatsApp group, because every day we share something, a personal development thing on our WhatsApp group. So if you love to join, do click that link, or if you code, you know, there's few code stuff also. Yeah, click it so that you can join, so that you get inspiration on a daily basis, except Sunday. Sundays for resting. Yeah, so yeah, it was really a pleasure to have you here, and I will just stop here and just attend to any questions that you may have, any sharing. Okay, so Chukwomeko would like to join. Yes, any questions? It's already time.
Yes, Coach Joan.
Yes. Okay, yes, please.
Coach Joan, can I go ahead?
Yes, please. Please go ahead, Winnie.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach Joan, for the amazing discussion that you have been able to take us through the financial literacy training. I'm so glad that I was able to connect with you during Capital Solutions, and you're such an amazing woman. And I just want to encourage all the members of that team to be able to sign up for your classes, because you're so amazing. Yeah, my name is Winnie Nabukera. I'm a nurse by profession, a soft skills trader, an entrepreneur, and I'm very passionate about impacting young people from primary to university, equipping them with knowledge related to HIV, sexual and reproductive health. However, I also do different mentorship and coaching programs for nurses and midwives, entrepreneurship training, soft skills training,
but
and
Winnie,
much of
now
that.
you just thank you for your profile, but please ask the question so that other people can ask. You know, we have limited
Joan,
time.
I don't have a question. I don't have a question, but I loved your authenticity, where you showed us what you have done. You know, as a financial trader, you can speak about ABCD, but then the applicability. So for me, I just loved your being genuine, authentic, showing us how you're able to apply all these concepts. And I feel I learned from you today to as well keep practicing whatever that I tell my audience.
Please, thank you. Let's have another question as I switch off the cooker, because food is burning. I can smell the food burning. Yes, I'm doing this from home and I've just realized that some food was left and it was burning. Any questions? Yes, let me see. Is there anything on the chat? Please feel free to type in the chat as well. And remember, it's 30 minutes, so if you need to rush for your lunch, please do so. And if you really missed this out, we will have it on our YouTube channel, so you can still go and review it. Let me just see if there's anything coming through the chat. Any questions? Well, thank you, Winnie, for that, for those kind words. I just love to share. So it's part of my mission. My mission is to share knowledge and information, my experience. So I'm always sharing. When I get an opportunity, I share. And that's why I think in school I was nicknamed teacher, because every time I just want to be sharing something. So yeah, but let me see if there's something. Thank you so much, Catherine. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. There's no questions. Is everything clear? Anyone who like to add something? How do you manage debt, save, invest, and all these things when your income is in negatives? Case in point, you earn, say, 2 million, but your expenses include 4 kids, Namagunga, rent, Nigeria, parents, and all that. Wow, Joseph, this is a very true story. And this is a story of many Ugandans. It's that I just want to be honest. We many times we live beyond our means. We live beyond our means. You have 2 million shillings. Nigeria, maybe accommodation, maybe 500 for one room, or maybe 2 rooms if you're lucky. Then you're earning 2 million shillings, less the 500. That's already 1.5. Then you have 4 kids. These days, school fees is not less than 1 million shillings. So times 4, that is already 4 million. You're in negatives. This really tries to indicate to you that perhaps Nigeria is not the place. The children where you take your children to school may not be that place where it will be 1 million shillings. So it's not really about trying to compare yourself with others, or this comparison gap, this comparison. Oh, this my friend or who takes the school here, they pay this. No, let us be able to live within our means. So maybe the 4 million schools may not work for you. So you need to look for a cheaper place, cheaper accommodation. You have siblings to take care of. Indeed, I am just telling you my story when I was leaving employment, because my parents were on my payroll. They were on a payroll. I had to alert them that in 6 months' time, I will not have a job. So this particular money I was giving you, forget about it. But I'm so happy that my siblings came in and patched up the gap. So they were not affected that much. But yeah, so being honest about your financial situation is really important, and being able to manage. Yeah. So I really understand that, Joseph. But yours is now to 2 million shillings. Can I do something so that I can get more than 2 million shillings? That's why we're talking about making sure that you diversify your sources of income. So the 2 million shillings may not be enough for you living in Kampala with 4 kids, with rent in Nigeria, with parents and siblings to take care. May not be a good idea. You may even want to relocate from this Kampala and go to a place which is cheaper, where you can grow your own food and all that. When I grow my food, most of my food, I grow it. You saw me digging there. So yeah, so I really try to manage within what is possible. And another thing which I did, I want to be honest, is like, even when I left my former employment, I had saved quite a bit, and I was able to survive without a formal job for a long time because of the savings I'd made. And how did I make these savings? Is making sure that even when I got a new job with a higher salary, I would try to live within the other means, so that I don't realize, oh, this money now has increased, so now I can increase my expenditures. Yeah, I would just remain there. I drive my old car, I do what? Just remained there. So that's how I've been able to survive without consultancies. Things are difficult. Sometimes there is nobody, there is no work, and they're like, oh, what is going to happen? But yeah, it's because of savings that helped me. So Joseph, I really understand you, but you need to be realistic and say this is not possible. I've seen people relocating their families up country, where maybe the cost of living is a bit low and all that. Those are some hard decisions that you need to make. And yeah, this life, sometimes we pretend we live lives of others. Just forgive yourself and don't do that to yourself. Don't hurt yourself that much. it's the ladies that always determine where the kids go. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they determine, and because they're trying to compare with others, which is not. And as a man, you also have to put your foot down and say, no, we can't afford this. And that comes with transparency. Because if she doesn't know how much you earn, so she thinks you're having money, maybe have a side chick and a double chick, I don't know what. So they think you have the money because you've also tried to show a certain standard. Then they say, we take the school here, your things are hard for you, but you cannot disclose how much you're earning. But if the person really knows you earn 2 million shillings and there's no other source, the person should be able to understand. So issue of transparency and all that can really is important in relationships. And I think that's why we're going to have relationship topic either next month or the other month. Yeah, shall have, because maybe some of these questions can come through. Do not mention a demanding spouse. Hey, Joseph, Anna, for you need to come for counseling. Yeah, but yeah, is there anyone who has any question to ask? Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, so feel free to jump off if you're done. But me, I'm here. I will spend the next few more minutes to just check if there's any question, if there's anything that yeah. So those who have said they would like to join our WhatsApp group, we are noting them. Just type in there. We shall. But how will we know your numbers? How will we? Okay, I know some names. There are some names, but if you're now like a techno, want to join our WhatsApp group, I don't know you, so that may be tricky. But I'm seeing there some people are putting numbers there. Okay, yeah. Let's continue this conversation. Let's continue personal development, and this is what this whole personal development series about, is to share information. If I can share this personal financial management with somebody and the person improves and all that, that will, I may not know things have improved, but okay, you can tell me, then I become even more happy. But for me, I would have done my part. Me, I've shared, it's up to you. How we use the information is really up to you. For me, I've shared, I've done my part. How can you recover from total bankruptcy? It is to accept that you are bankrupt. It's very good to accept your situation where you are. I'm bankrupt, zero money. What do I start with? Like I said, I had this big washing machine and a dryer and all that, and it was just big. How many times we wash our curtains and all? How many times? Then I'm like, but we have these things. But why can't we tell our relatives, our friends, and all that we have these machines and we do laundry for them? So also trying to look around, what assets do I have that I can dispose of or that I can utilize so that I can make extra money? So accepting bankruptcy is yes, I'm bankrupt, but what are the steps that I am going to take? And then start recovery. Yeah, there's some assets that I can sell. Are there some things that I have that I'm not using that I can sell so that I can get some cash and all that? And then you start from there. The thing is to acknowledge. Otherwise, if you don't acknowledge, that's when you get into depression, become so stressed out, mental health and all that. The next time you're trying to rehab and all that, it's financial things are so stressful. They are so stressful. Thanks, Joan. Let me see. So invite me to also talk to your people in your office about this thing so that people stop this salary advance. Oh gosh, they are helpful, but what are you taking the salary advance to buy 10 pairs of shoes? Oh no, shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. Get salary advance because they have seen an opportunity. It is Mother's Day, by the way. It's Mother's Day. You could have got salary advance, come and book a space. I was seeing how they are demarcating. I live near Namugong. They are demarcating small places and people are busy selling. Also, me, I'm going to benefit from these matters. I'm actually relocating from the house so that I get people to help them, but also to get some money. Yeah, so what are you doing? There are little things that we can actually do in order to help to improve our financial situation. Any other questions before I can call it a day, because I have some work I've not finished. It's a proposal, actually not a proposal, a business plan. It's needed. I'm doing a business plan so that I can get a grant to improve this program that we are having, buy some equipment, nice cameras and all that, so that I can improve this business. Yeah, so I need to do that business plan. The deadline is here. So I will just wait for 1:45 and then I vanish. I just end. Yes, yes, yes. So 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. It has been a great pleasure to have you.
Good afternoon, Joan.
Good afternoon.
This is Pascal.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your insightful presentation.
Thank you.
Is it possible to meet you and get some guidance? Because sometimes you can have like overwhelming needs
Mm.
and you fail to see how to allocate the little resources you have.
Hey, now
And yet
what you can, maybe you can call us on our phone, because meeting, like now we are in matters thing. Even I cannot get out of my house.
no,
Because
maybe even after. Even after.
No problem. Just give me a call or give me send me an email. Then we see what to do. Yeah.
I didn't get the contact.
You
The
didn't get the
moved very
contact.
fast. Yes.
Okay. So let me just see if I can put back the contact there. Let me just put back the contact and we see so that I get the contact there and we can see how. Is it there?
Let me see.
Yes, it should be there. Has it come?
I'm not seeing in the chat.
Oh, I had put it on the slides. Am I not
Yeah.
sharing? Looks like I'm not
You haven't
sharing.
shared.
But okay, let me share right now. Okay. I think it's
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pascal. Where are you joining us from?
I'm in Zambia.
Okay. I thought it was some Pascal joining from Amoro. Okay.
No. In Zambia, I'm at the Catholic Secretariat.
Okay. Thank you for
Yes.
the work. You must be busy with the matters arrangements now.
Sure. But the topic was very hard to avoid. It was so good.
Man, things to do with money. Money.
I'm telling you. Thank you.
Okay, please. You people. Bye. I told you bye. Thank
Bye.
you for joining. Bye, guys.